You won't believe what happened in 16th century France. Picture this. The king issues an order that turns fashion upside down, literally. Welcome to the bizarre case of a French town where people were forced to wear their pants backwards, all thanks to King Charles IX. Why? Legend has it, a mischievous noble played a prank at court, and instead of punishing him, the king decided to share the joke with an entire town. The royal decree was clear. Every man, woman, and child had to strut around with their trousers on backwards for a whole month. Imagine the confusion in the streets, buttons in the back, pockets out of reach, and everyone walking around like they'd just lost a bet. Some say local tailors made a fortune resewing seams, while others claim the king just wanted to see who would follow his wildest orders. This odd royal command turned daily life into a comedy of errors, with people stumbling and struggling to adjust. Whatever the truth, this fashion fiasco proves that sometimes history really is stranger than fiction. Next time you put your pants on, be glad you're not living under a king with a twisted sense of humor. Follow for more mind-blowing history facts. Stop scrolling. Imagine losing money just for growing a beard. In 16th century Poland, King Sigismund III dropped a jaw-dropping law. He slapped a tax on facial hair. That's right, if you wanted to rock a majestic beard, you had to pay up. Suddenly, Polish streets were filled with men desperately shaving, hiding their stubble, or even wearing fake beards to dodge the tax collectors. Barbershops boomed overnight, and creative souls tried everything from secret shaving spots to beard-covering scarves. Some nobles flaunted their wealth by growing the longest, bushiest beards just to show off they could afford the tax, turning facial hair into a bold status symbol. Others protested by growing outrageous mustaches instead, since the law only covered beards. The beard tax created grooming chaos across the kingdom, sparking wild trends and hilarious attempts to outsmart the king's bizarre rule. This strange law even inspired secret beard clubs and underground shaving salons. History isn't always serious, sometimes it's downright hairy. Follow for more mind-blowing history facts. You won't believe this bizarre royal meltdown. In the 1400s, King Charles VI of France, yes, an actual king, became completely convinced he was made of glass. Imagine ruling a country while terrified someone might bump into you and shatter you to pieces. Charles was so obsessed with his glass body that he wore special reinforced clothing and refused to let people touch him. He even ordered his servants to tiptoe around and banned anyone from making sudden moves in his presence. The king believed even the smallest accident could cause him to break, so he'd sit for hours, absolutely still, petrified of the tiniest jolt. This strange condition, called the glass delusion, wasn't just a royal quirk. It actually spread among Europe's elite for centuries. Some nobles and scholars thought it was a sign of madness, while others believed it was a mysterious curse. But Charles was the most famous victim, and his fragile state affected the entire kingdom's politics and stability. So next time you think your boss is fragile, just remember, at least they don't think they're literally made of glass. Follow for more mind-blowing history facts. Stop scrolling, you won't believe this. In 1325, two Italian cities, Bologna and Modena, went to war over a bucket. Yes, a real wooden bucket. Here's how it happened. Tensions were already sky-high between these rival cities, fueled by years of political and economic rivalry. Then, Modenese soldiers sneaked into Bologna under cover of night and stole a humble well bucket. Bologna was furious. Instead of laughing it off, they demanded their bucket back. Modena refused, mocking their rivals. So what did Bologna do? They declared war. What followed was the Battle of Zappolino, where thousands of soldiers clashed in a chaotic, brutal fight all over a piece of wood. Incredibly, Modena won and kept the bucket as a trophy. To this day, the infamous bucket is proudly displayed in Modena's City Hall, a hilarious reminder of the world's most ridiculous war. Who knew history could be this wild? Next time you see a bucket, remember, it once sparked a full-blown medieval battle. Want more jaw-dropping history facts? Hit follow and never miss a crazy story. Or causing damage, it could actually be arrested, put on trial, and even sentenced. Picture this. A pig is dragged before a judge, given a lawyer, and tried for murder after biting a villager. Sometimes the whole village would gather to witness the bizarre spectacle. In 1386, a pig in France was dressed in human clothes and hanged for killing a child. Justice, medieval style. And it gets even wilder. Locusts and rats were sometimes summoned to court and excommunicated by priests for eating grain. These bizarre animal trials were deadly serious, mixing law, religion, and superstition in ways that seem unbelievable today. Imagine the courtroom drama, lawyers passionately defending a rooster accused of laying an egg. Medieval justice didn't discriminate. Anyone or anything could face the judge. So next time you think your day's weird, remember, animals once stood trial just like humans. Follow for more mind-blowing history facts.